Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and Randy should be walking in that door in about 10 seconds. And this week, well, it's going to be a strange week for me, as I am going to be going to a conference thing later today, and then I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. There's Randy. I beat you! I am first in today.
It's raining in Texas. People stop driving.
Texans don't know how to handle rain. God forbid snow. When that happens, it's just a disaster. It's going to be a strange week. Like I said, I'm going to be going to a conference. It's actually a YouTube conference thing. I'm going to learn some stuff, how to make some better content for you guys. I'm going to try and take Thursday and Friday off, although let's be real, I'm probably not going to take Thursday and Friday off. I'll probably take sort of Thursday and Friday off. That's just how it always works. But we got this car all done. He actually asked for a quote for some more work, so I'm going to send him that this morning. And that was actually one of the reasons I wanted to get in early is I have fallen behind on all the stuff I need to do this week on the computer because it's been such a crazy busy week. So this thing should be going away soon. I'll have to talk to him about transport because I'm actually supposed to transport it back down to San Antonio for him. That car, we think we have a pending deal, so we're going back and forth. We'll see, so hopefully. We do need to get started on that car as well. This car was before that car. So this car, the trans is out, conversion is partially done. Looks like we got a lot of the hardware installed. So this car is getting a manual conversion. It's also having the dashboard removed and a bunch of other work. Then over here, the 48, we're gonna get mostly done today. It's actually supposed to leave on Monday. So we'll have to get it done sometime in the next 2 days. Got the RS6 just chilling, waiting for someone to buy it. Bentley, yeah, needs someone to buy it. Aston Martin, waiting for a new home. That car, we got a deal on it last night. We sent out paperwork. We should probably have that deal solidified today. This car got detailed and looks all pretty, so I think we need to get pictures of it. We're also going to start finishing up Scott's old car. Trans is out. That's a lot of the hard work. We still have to do a heat exchanger, engine mounts, and of course finish up the conversion, and then it's done. We'd like to get that car out of here because I want to free up a lift. We also have a Ferrari F430 coupe that is supposed to be dropped off sometime this morning around like 10 a.m. Well, they didn't really give us an exact ETA. They just said sometime after 10 a.m. So hopefully it'll be here before I leave to go to this YouTube conference thing. We're going to have a busy week, obviously, as always. We got quite a few deals brewing. Josh is going out to look at a 458 on Tuesday of next week. It's going to be quite busy. Oh, this is what's going on over here. Josh has all of his suspension out on his 458. I know he was playing around with this late last night. Here we go. So he bought these shocks, which are original shocks. These were the remanufactured ones. And it's interesting as we noticed that the reman ones are not the same. If you notice, like, this is a totally different bushing and different size diameter knuckle than... So this is the rebuilt one. These are the OE ones. There's some stuff going on there. Also, interesting enough, is the reman ones had the shocks flopped for front and rears, which... Oh, before I really get into it, I wanted to bring up a few things that may be of interest to you guys. So first of all, we are going to the Tail of the Dragon May 4th through May 9th, and there are actually still a few rooms available at the hotel that we're staying at. We're not organizing anything. We're not planning anything. You're welcome to just join us, show up at the hotel, book a room or whatever, and do the Dragon, and probably hang out with us and stuff. I will only be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I can't go the whole week. Too much stuff going on. If you want to participate in that, you got to send us an email so that we can send you the special link to get the hotel room, because it's blocked off. You can't just go book the hotel room at the hotel. You have to use this special link. So send us an email if you're interested in doing that. sales@normalguysupercar.com. Second thing is, we're trying to have you guys help promote us and be badasses, because you guys already do this. You're already going online, spreading the word about our awesomeness and all that sort of stuff. If you are so inclined to do so on Facebook or other social media platforms, and you want to spread the word about Normal Guy Supercar or NG Supercars or our conversions or something like that, do that. Take a screenshot and email it to us, and we'll give you a discount code for a free t-shirt or a free hat through the rest of this month. And we're going to limit to 100 people because I think this one might get out of control. That's one way you can help us out, and you get to get a free t-shirt. That's pretty awesome.
You can videotape me trapped in the trap.
Yes, I am.
Trapped.
Randy is trapped. He is doing the heat exchanger on this Ferrari 360. We're finally going to get Scott's car back on the road. Although it'll be as a manual this time, so yeah. Well, I have to run to Google I have to go to their headquarters downtown to do this YouTube thing. Hopefully it's helpful and I can actually improve YouTube stuff that we do for you guys. So that'd be great. That's the goal. Maybe I'll get some merch or some shit. Maybe they'll give me like a bag of stuff. That'd be cool. But anyway, I need to head that way. So, okay, let's go to Google headquarters in Austin. Okay. Got swag.
Okay, I'm doing this type of video, this kind of video. I need these.
Got a good view. All right, YouTube. That was pretty interesting. Actually, I learned a lot of stuff. I didn't think it was going to be all that helpful, and it ended up being super helpful. A lot of stuff I learned I want to try and experiment with, things we can do to improve the channel. Now I'm actually really excited to go to the one in LA on March 30th. So I'm actually flying out to LA on March 30th, which, by the way, if you want to remote consign a car or possibly have us look for a car for you and do a PPI, we might be able to give you a discount if I can do it on the same trip. So it'd be on March 31st. I intentionally am staying next day, the 31st, to be able to do something like that. So reach out to us if you want us to help you with that. Fill out the form on our website, ndsupercars.com. Well, I'm going to focus on driving. I got a drive to get home from downtown during rush hour.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to have the day off today. This is what I do on my day off. I come to the shop because I'm lame. Actually, I've already been doing stuff on the computer all morning, but I am going to leave shortly. It's 11 something. I'm going to go have lunch with my wife. Amazing. But I wanted to come into the shop because the coupe is here. Yes, this coupe, I went out to California, inspected, we bought it. It's here. And it's not nice. It's super nice, and it's not gonna last more than a day or two. There's an entire strong probability by the time this video comes out that it's already sold. And if so, I'm sorry, because it's the spec. You've got the black seats with the red piping, red stitching, carbon fiber steering wheel, carbon fiber center instrument cluster. You've got the carbon fiber Challenge grille, got carbon fiber engine panels. The only thing is that it has had variator issues where it's been thrown the code for the variators on and off. We're probably going to preemptively replace the variators because we don't want you to have that issue. It's been lowered on H&R springs, and the brakes are probably about 60% worn, so you do have some brake pad life left, but if someone wants us to replace those, we can get you a deal on them, but we don't want to replace them because it's still got pad left. Otherwise, just a couple minor cosmetic things like little, paint chip there and that sort of stuff. 32,000 miles. So we'll do a review of it if it's not sold by the time I come back on Monday, because I'm actually taking today and tomorrow off. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do with myself. I'm going to go have lunch with Meg. That's what I'm going to do. I will see you guys probably Monday, although I can't help myself. Maybe you'll see me again sooner than that. And then this car is going to be out of here Monday as well. Stuff's happening. This is good. Boy, is it going to be one hell of a busy day. So I'm back from my vacation, although admittedly I worked every single day this weekend, and the days I took off I still worked. But it was less pressured than normal, so it felt like a vacation. That's all that really matters, right? Actually, I got to sit down and just watch a movie with Meg, and it was wonderful. That's the first time we've been able to do that in many, many months. In fact, she demanded that we start scheduling a monthly movie day. I think that's pretty reasonable. We'll try and do that. But I need to catch up on where we're at with the shop and everything that's going on today and get prepared, because holy crap, it's going to be busy and my phone's going to be exploding all day long. Just from a logistics perspective, I've got a meeting at 10, a meeting at 11. I've got our new social media person coming into the shop today at some point. I think I'm going to offer her a full-time position. Got the papers and a job offer and all that stuff ready over the weekend. I also have another guy coming who we're going to have helping us do some work on the parts website. He's supposed to come in this afternoon. Some point in there, make some deals that are going on, finish them up. I've got a car that I want to make an offer on today that I saw over the weekend and the place wasn't open, so I want to give them a call. And then also today, I was supposed to go pick up our big new parts cabinet, which is 9 feet long and weighs like 1,000 pounds. Literally, it's like 987 pounds. And they want me to go pick it up with my trailer. But I'm supposed to take that car to San Antonio tomorrow, so I'm going to call them and see if I can't bump that to tomorrow, so that way I can do both at the same time. So that's probably what's going to happen tomorrow. So all of that is going on. Holy crap. We have a pending deal. They signed paperwork on the 550 yesterday. So that is technically maybe sold. They are supposed to send us money, I think, today. So that's good. So yellow car goes bye-bye tomorrow. 550 probably has a deal. This is the coupe that we got. I think Josh may have gotten it pictured. I know it got washed up and cleaned up, so it's looking good. So I think maybe he's got pictures. If not, we need to get that listed for sale. This car is a client's car getting some service work, and it's next in line, so we're going to start working on that this week. We have to take off all the brake calipers. He's having the brake calipers get changed to yellow. So that's going to be fun. This car, Scott's old car, we actually did start working on the conversion a little bit. So that also needs to happen this week. We need to get that car finally out of here. So once the conversion is done, we'll send it over to Podium to get repainted in the front clip. Then I'll be done. Josh's car, I don't know what Josh is doing. Josh is always doing something with his car. That car, oh, we got to pull the dash still. We sent out the intake manifold and the valve covers to get repainted. We want to get those back before putting the transmission back in because it's a whole lot easier. The 48 is supposed to go bye-bye tomorrow. This car, we eventually need to get it over to Podium to get repainted and fixed. RS6, no offers yet. Bentley, no offers yet, although it's not on the website. Aston Martin, we keep getting soft offers. And then this 430, we sent the wheel out to get fixed. So this car actually is sold. He's having us convert it. So another thing I need to do today is order conversion parts. That's where we're at today. Oh, and then just to make this week extra super busy. So Tuesday, I'll be pretty much 100% tied up doing that, moving the yellow car and getting the cabinet. Wednesday, I'm now flying out to Detroit because we had a consultation call come through. We tried to get a car for him in California and the car sold in less than like 6 hours or something. But we found the backup car that he liked. I talked to them. And unfortunately, in the current market, they were unwilling to negotiate at all, which I completely understand. But I'm still going to go inspect it. So I have to fly up to Detroit Wednesday morning at 5:12 a.m. The only good news is a direct flight to Detroit. The place is only like 30 minutes from the airport. And then I'm flying direct flight back. So I'll actually get back home at a semi-reasonable hour on Wednesday. Whoa, for an out and back. I'm super happy about that. Then I don't know what's going to happen Thursday and Friday. I'm just going to collapse. I have bad news. I am sorry to say that the Tour de Boo is canceled. I know so many of you were looking forward to it. Not really. I'll admit that was a complete flub on my part. Absolutely no one took interest in it. No one signed up. No one bought a boo. It just was a complete failure. But the real undoing was that our VRBO for Monterey canceled because Monterey changed the law and they no longer allow short-term rentals. You can only rent for 1 month, and we're not going to rent for a month. That's like $30,000-$40,000 or some crazy amount of money. Not going to do that. So yeah, we're not going to do the boo tour, at least not to California. So I still have my boo, still planning to fix it. It needs a transmission. Then I don't know, we'll just crash derby it or something. We'll find some way of finding entertainment out of that and create value from that turd. So we probably will do like a local boo tour or something. I don't know, because still a couple of people want to do something. Mostly just friends at this point now. We'll still be going out to Monterey. I'm only going to go from Wednesday until Saturday. It's going to be a abridged version of going to Monterey. It's much cheaper that way. Surprisingly enough, I actually found a hotel that was fairly close to Ocean Ave, which is a miracle. It was unbelievably expensive. Their normal daily rate, like in off season, is like literally $150 a night, $175 a night. It was like 800 and something dollars a night. It's insane. That's Monterey Car Week for you, though. It is the biggest fleecing you'll ever see on hotel rooms and things like that. You don't go there because you're like, oh, like I'm going to save money. You know, you go there because you're like, I'm going to spend a shit ton of money, but it's going to be really fun. There is no real way to do it economical, unless you want to stay many, many hours away, like, 2-3 hours away and drive and commute in every day, which I did that one year. We did the cheap way. We rented a VRBO. That was an hour and a half away. And let me tell you, it's so exhausting driving that every morning and then driving back every evening. After you've been running around all day long nonstop, it's really hard. I am too old to do that. If I was still in my 20s, I could do that. But in my 40s, no. All right, I'm going to sit down on the computer. I got to get ahead of the game before everything starts happening. So let's rock and roll. We discussed an offer with the social media person, Jamie. She's on board, so you'll be seeing her work. So she'll be editing this video that you're watching right now. Yeah, hi, Jamie. We're expanding. We got more people. Holy crap. And we have another guy who's here helping us out with some other stuff. My Lord, is it busy? Well, YouTube, it's 6:30. My phone is not going to let up for a while. I just got that coupe listed on Facebook, so my phone's gonna be exploding for the next hour or two, probably for the rest of the day. But it's on the website, so if you were interested in the coupe, go to ngsupercars.com and check it out. Today was ridiculous, and tomorrow is gonna be pretty busy too, because I gotta do the Yellow Spider, take it down to San Antonio. So that is the major plan of the day tomorrow. At 6:30, I'm gonna go home, and we'll see you tomorrow. We've got a lot of stuff to do. Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday, which means it's the last day in this week in the life of running a dealership, and I lied. There's Richard. Richard. He wants to learn to tow better, I guess, right?
That's correct.
Because he's got a race car, and he wants to tow his race car.
Right.
So we're going to go tow the yellow guy down to San Antonio. Could be too bad. It's only like an hour and 30-ish, hour 45 minutes down there, assuming no traffic. We're going to get the trailer hooked up. We should be back some point reasonably early enough to still accomplish something in the shop today. I guess before we leave, I got to ask Randy if we help moving that car because the 488's going and that car's clutch is so fried, I don't even know if it can make it out of the garage. We might have to push it. Otherwise, the 488 might be trapped. We'll do that before we go. So anyway, we'll hit the road in just a minute. There are good days and bad days when you run a business, and today is a bad day. It's not the worst day. I mean, the flood, but it's not a great day. And it's not even that it's that bad. It's just, you know how like sometimes you just mentally are done. Today's one of those days. I'm just mentally. We loaded the car, drove it 2+ hours down to San Antonio, drop it off. Client's happy. Oh my God, he's got his manual. Everything's good. He drives away. We pack up the trailer. We start hitting the road. About 15, 20 minutes later, he calls and is like, hey, there's something wonky with the car. When I give it a bunch of gas, it starts to slip. And I'm like, oh, you might be spinning the tires. I'm not sure. Maybe you're accidentally pushing the clutch a little bit. I don't know. Like, it's odd. Mind you, I drove this car personally over 20 miles. Josh drove the car over 20 miles. Like, we put a good amount of miles on that car. We turn around, we drive back to him. We're a little over a half hour away at this point, so we're not too far. So we get back there and I hop in the car to maybe test drive it or something. I'm discussing with Josh and Randy, like, what the hell? Going through all the scenarios of what this could be. So I suspect, we don't know what's wrong yet. I suspect that the clutch master cylinder broke. Which, I mean, I'm glad it broke right away as opposed to months and months later when the guy's like trying to have fun with the car. It was convenient that we were 30 minutes away so we could pick up the car and bring it back. It's embarrassing. It makes me feel like shit, even though if it is the clutch master cylinder, there's literally nothing I could have done about that. It's just a part that broke, but it makes me feel bad. And I don't like, we get a car, do a bunch of work on it, ship it out, and then it breaks like that. That's not cool. It's part of the reason we try and drive the cars really hard before we send them out, because we don't want this exact scenario. We're going to have to take a look at tomorrow, the next day, whatever, figure out what the hell's wrong with it. And we'll have to transport it back to San Antonio. I need to take a breath. Everything's going to be fine. I'm just really like stressed out and frustrated, and I guess it's because I care and I'm trying to like do a good job and provide a good service and take care of our customers and stuff. I have probably 2 or 3 hours more of work. It's already 6 o'clock. I need to go home, and then I have a flight at 5:15 in the morning tomorrow. I'm going to get absolutely no sleep because I'm going to fix all this shit, do all these emails and answer all these phone calls and call all these people and text all these people and do all this shit. And somewhere in there, I'm going to try and eat because I haven't eaten. I've had a candy bar. That's what I had for lunch today. I had a candy bar. Somewhere along the lines, we stopped at a gas station and I got a candy bar and a water. I'm just feeling it today. It's heavy today. Anyway, it is the end of this week in this video. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be feeling better. This is the reality of having a business, but now what's happened is all these people will be like, take care of yourself. Don't need advice. Not looking for it. Just say, well, sucks you had a bad day. There, that's it. That's all you have to say. Do me a favor. Check out our websites, normalguysupercar.com, ngsupercars.com. Also, promote us. If you promote us to the end of the month, send us a screenshot of you promoting us. We'll give you a free t-shirt. That's right. Free t-shirt. Stuff like this. I'll feel better in a couple hours. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go home. We'll see you next week. We'll be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.